Hello everyone, sorry I haven't made a video in a long time. I think it must have been last summer or early fall. It has been a while. So anyways, I just had a few thoughts I wanted to get across because there are a few things that I believe are kind of important to share, and I wanted to share them with the world, so to speak. So really what I want to discuss is the whole environment of dating. I believe we're coming into an area where it's sort of a golden age of dating, so to speak. And it is falling right in line with the financial crisis that we're going to be experiencing as well. Either 2016, 2017, I can't tell you when it's coming. Just look at the data and decide for yourself when it's coming. I've tried way too long to predict or to have a few thoughts on when I believe it's coming. And the truth of the matter of fact is, I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. 2016, 2017, but whatever. Who cares? Because I think there are some things that are gonna be very positive that will be coming along with it, and a lot of people are gonna sell you on that it's all negative or there's a lot of gloom and doom. And of course, there is a lot of gloom and doom about it. When it gets bad enough to where it's very possible that we're not going to be able to get food supply to the grocery stores or anything like that. It's very easily conceivable that infrastructure might just fall apart. It's not really all out of the realm of possibilities. Now, I don't really want to talk about any of that because there's plenty of that in the internet. Really, what I want to talk about is dating. I want to talk about how this financial crisis is going to engineer the golden age of dating. Now, for a lot of guys like me, we don't really date a whole lot. We're shy, we're reclusive, we're very careful about the type of people we let into our lives. That's just the way we are. And it has its pros and it has its cons. The pros is you have a very strong ability to protect yourself. The con is you end up pushing people away from you that might actually have good intentions for you, but you're so drawn into protecting yourself that you push good people away. And oftentimes, you push good people away only to bring in bad people into your life. Now, why is the financial crisis the golden age of dating for guys like myself, who've never really dated before, to tell you the God's honest truth? And the reason why is because of the financial crisis. You look at the statistics out there, especially since the financial crisis of 2008, you had people getting divorces by the droves. I mean, the United States as a country, we're number one in divorce rate out of the entire world, from my understanding. If I'm wrong, you can correct me on that, but from my understanding, if we're not on the top by the landslide, we're at least in the top 5 in divorce rates. So what does that tell you? That tells you that people who are in relationships right now, those relationships will fail when the next crash begins, when the next financial crash happens. Why are these relationships going to fail? Well, let's look at another statistic. Over 70% of people, according to, I believe, Pew Research studies, over 70% of people hate their jobs. Absolutely hate their jobs in this country. So you have over half of the country is either completely unemployed, don't have a job, or completely given up. 94 million, something like that. I believe it's 1/3, so I do apologize. But anyways, 1/3 of the country is not working. You have over 70% of people who hate their jobs, who don't like what they're doing in their lives. And a lot of those people are in relationships, and oftentimes, as the statistics bear out, a lot of these relationships are just are based on money. When the going gets tough, couples, and whether people who are in marriages, and I'm also talking about people who aren't in marriages, who've been together for several years, those couples are going to be tested. Marriages are going to be tested, and it's going to get to a point where that stress is going to get so much. There's going to be so much stress and anxiety that eventually it's going to break up, couples and marriages quite a few of them, as we continue to go through this process. Because a lot of these relationships, marriages, are based on money and not necessarily based on trust. Now, the relationships that do survive are going to be relationships where people actually start to learn and start to, understand, have a better understanding that money in a relationship isn't everything. So, going back to guys like me who are really shy, really exclusive, and don't really, do have relationships with people and stuff like that, but are very protective, we're going to be able to attract, excuse me, I apologize for that. I'm spitting at the camera and I don't mean to do it. But we're going to have the ability to attract a lot of the people that break up with other people. And we're going to be able to attract people, and attract relationships with more like-minded people. Because those people are going to start realizing, okay, I was in this really bad relationship. I didn't realize it was bad until things really got tough and the other person was abusive or whatever. We're going to be able to attract those people. We're going to, we're going to be able to start having more long-term relationships, things like that. People's priorities are going to change. We're going into a new monetary system, to tell you the truth. And with that, we're going to have a huge, purge in marriages and just overall general relationships. And people will start, finding the right people from a spiritual perspective and not necessarily from a money perspective. And that's really the whole main point of what I'm trying to get at is, again, let me repeat this. People, when the going gets tough, people are going to start looking for, are going to start being attracted to people more so spiritually and much less in terms of monetary value. And that's what we're going to learn throughout this process as this collapse continues to unfold. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Just a few thoughts that I had. Take care. God bless. Bye.